Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back.
I don't want to be here.
Sit up, at least.
What do you want from me? You told me to lay down, now to sit up.
Yeah, but I want you to be just like me. Nicely positioned. I'm laying down, but at the same time, I'm sitting up. Welcome back, everybody, to
Hi.
another episode of a lovely podcast hosted by two children. Well, I'm not completely a child. Carl is. And introduce me.
You're you're a person.
My name.
You
My
kinda-
name.
Oh.
Idiots. Oh my goodness. My name. What's my name? Just say my name. So we can move on.
I didn't want to expose you like this, but you left me no choice. This is Omar.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, whatever. And this is Young.
Wait, you never introduced
Oh.
to me.
And that's Carl. And this is Young, and Opinionated.
I thought we were gonna do the echo. You said
I
we were
did
gonna
the echo as much as
No.
I can. It's like that scene from Shark Tale when Oscar throws Lenny and then Lenny falls down. He's like, ah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I love Shark Tale. Does anybody else love Shark Tale? I really like Shark Tale. So yeah, we're here on a nice Sunday evening recording a podcast that we said we were gonna record like almost a week ago.
Correction, he said I did no such arrangement.
Oh yeah, whatever. Screw you.
And yet I'm still here. It shows how grateful I am.
A lot of current events we're gonna cover. A lot of stuff has happened in the world. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. How much can happen in such short time?
Yeah.
Could you not yawn every 2 minutes?
I just want to yawn.
I want to yawn too, but I hold them in
That's horrible.
like a real man.
I hate holding in a yawn because then it's like unsatisfying and you just
You
feel-
have to hold in everything.
You just have to.
I hold in a fart. I hold in a burp. I hold in a cough. I'll do anything just to not embarrass myself.
Dude, that must be horrible.
Yeah, one time I held a fart all day at school, and when I got off the bus, I just let it go, and it was so bad. You could like hear it like a block away. It was bad. Just a.
I can just imagine that. You like get off the bus, the bus driver's still there, the doors haven't shut.
You spit all over my face. Gross. One time on the bus, when you know how the bus driver turns really crazy turns and all the kids scream.
Yeah.
One time my friend had to fart real bad, but he didn't want to on the bus or else he would have been called out for it. So when the bus driver hit a bump real bad and everybody was screaming, he let it go. You just heard, ah! It was funny. No one knew who farted. Except for us two.
When
And the windows had to be open.
one time, my bus, in middle school, because in high school she doesn't really. Well, she did one time, but anyways, in middle school we had a bus driver, and he did a really bad turn one day, and it shook the whole bus. And like, since we're all middle schoolers and haven't hit puberty, you just heard screeches. There's like,
Oh my
it
goodness.
was horrible. And then the guy was like,
The bus driver said my ears. It just spat some water out of my nose. Like Violet from The Incredibles. Oh man.
It's horrible.
I've never heard a bus driver complain about his ears. My ears! It must be horrible for him.
It was horrible for everyone. It was literally just little children going, ah! Because the bus did a bad turn.
So I've been noticing in the comments section of my videos, people are claiming that you're fake. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
comments? What?
What videos? Jesus Christ. I upload Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
No, you don't.
I used to. So yeah, people have begun to call you out.
Where?
In the comments. They've
Which?
they've privately messaged me.
What?
Yeah, they're like
Who is personally trying to message
they're
you?
just calling you fake. They're like, yeah, everything about Carl is fake.
What?
Her attitude is fake. Even her laugh is fake. Can you do a fake laugh?
I feel like I'll sound like Eggman. You know his laugh.
Like to avoid when you're in an awkward situation. What is your fake laugh?
Oh, yeah, that's a good joke, guys.
I don't know how people can do fake laughs. I have no idea how to do one.
Try. Okay, I'll kill you upon. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
'Cause it's a chicken.
I don't know.
You tell me a bad joke.
Um,
Oh my god,
what
you're
a
hilarious.
what a fake laugh. We have the fake laugh master. That's why people are calling you fake in the comments.
Why?
Because you have an incredible fake laugh.
Honestly?
Yeah.
No. I just can summon a laugh. It's the same thing with my tears. I can also summon tears at will. Like, you know how some actors can't? I can.
Oh wow, you're an actor now.
No.
How nice.
No. I could be. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
I have too much stage fright.
Brad Pitt.
But, I can, so.
I can't do any of that.
Summon tears at will. Go.
I have to think back to like the girl who broke my heart or something.
I could, okay.
No. We're like 5 minutes into the podcast and we found out that Carl is fake. And
I'm
now
not.
let's move on.
I'm not.
Wake up.
He slapped me.
Carl is falling asleep.
He abuses me.
Carl is falling
He
asleep
abuses me, please.
on the podcast. Shut up. Carl is falling asleep halfway through the podcast. Oh, big joke.
He abuses me on a daily basis.
So, recently, we've been a witness to history.
We have.
Yeah, we have. Everyone who's alive right now.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Queen Elizabeth.
She's dead.
Oh my god. Queen Elizabeth II passed away. I don't know when. I just know like a week ago, I think.
She passed away. That's all you need to know, okay?
On September. Oh, really?
Do not say the date if you don't know the date.
In September. September is not a really good month. You know, 9/11 also happened. It was also on September something in 1970 where Jimi Hendrix passed away. So September is a really bad month. I hate September. The only good thing that came out of it is Splatoon 3.
My Independence Day.
Oh my goodness. Mexico's Independence Day happened as well. Oh my god, we should be talking about the Queen. Why are we talking about Mexico?
It's also Hispanic History Month.
Who cares?
It's my month.
And the Mexican president did his normal scream, Muerte a la corrupción, muerte a lo malo, muerte a la... Death to corruption, death to evil.
Why did you sound Puerto Rican at the end?
I don't know. I just gave up. And then there's the memes like death to corruption from a corrupted government. But yeah, Queen Elizabeth, her death is so unexpected. I honestly thought that she would outlive us all. Like, I thought she would go to like 120.
I thought she was going to become the new oldest person to be alive.
Yeah, she looked invincible. But no, it looks like her time came. 1 year after the death of her husband. May they both rest easy now. And a lot has happened. The world has mixed reactions everywhere. Some
Yes, very mixed.
some people are very sad and mourning. Some people don't care. Some people are like good. Some shut up, stop sleeping. Some people want. Some people have wished for this at the end of the monarchy, but it's really not going to end anytime soon. So you know Jeffrey Epstein, right?
Yes.
And his stuff he did.
Yup.
When they were transporting Queen Elizabeth's body, some random person, some crazy person, I don't call them crazy because it's real, but you know, they started heckling Prince Andrew, who was there walking beside Queen Elizabeth, and it was very awkward and very tense there because he was screaming at Prince Andrew. He was like, "You must pay for your crimes and all this," because there is receipts that Prince Andrew was with Jeffrey Epstein in his island and all that stuff. Like the Clintons were also there. Big people were there with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of messed up things happened. And I get that he was trying to get his point out, but there's a lot of things wrong here. This is not the place to do it. With Queen Elizabeth passing away, I get that you're gonna get all the eyeballs on you, but right now is a time of mourning. Maybe not now. And second of all, I don't know if people realize this, but not a lot of people care about Jeffrey Epstein and what he did. I don't like to refer to conspiracy theorists as conspiracy theorists. I like to refer to them as just curious people. Because this conspiracy with Jeffrey Epstein started years ago with Alex Jones bringing it up, and then it turned out to be all true, and we have a lot of receipts of a lot of things that Jeffrey Epstein did, really bad things. A lot of children went missing. A lot of messed up things happened there. I'm starting to sweat because I know way too much of this. What's the quote you said?
Lucky is he who lives unaware, doesn't get bothered by those who don't care.
Yeah, I really wish I didn't know as much as I do know because I know way too much. Some people wouldn't handle it, but here I am handling it as best as I can. Who's Prince Philip?
Prince Philip
Is supposed to be king now? Yeah. I don't know how long. I don't know.
Actually,
Guys,
give me a second.
Please don't ever take this podcast seriously completely. We are not an education podcast.
England monarch.
I put us under comedy or entertainment because we are not informative at all. We don't know our facts. We don't research anything that much. I just think about a topic and write it down.
We're actually researching as we speak.
Okay, right now we're researching who's next in line to become king.
William.
Prince William will become...
Wait.
Never mind. We're deciding the monarchy right here, right now.
That was in 1832.
Jesus Christ. We're looking at information from 2 centuries ago. How outdated are we?
Next in line.
Jesus.
Please. Oh no, it was right. What? Okay. His heir apparent is his elder son, William, Prince of Wales.
Okay.
William's son.
We don't care about his son right now. We care about the king.
No, Prince George is second in line, followed by Princess. Who though? Are we talking about?
Just search up who's the king of England on Google. Who's the king of England?
Who's
King George III shows up.
Prince Charles?
Okay.
How did it go from William to Charles?
Then it went to Philip. Prince Charles will become King Charles, though he is a little bit old now. I don't know how long King Charles is going to last because he is a little old now, unfortunately. Queen Elizabeth was a very young queen because of her dad that passed away in his sleep very early on in his life. So I don't know if we'll ever see that again, unless somebody else passes away like that.
So if King, apparently, King Charles III is to die, his eldest son would take his mantle.
Yeah, but he's already like a big kid, right?
What?
How old is his son?
His son is William.
Oh,
He's the guy.
William is also great hair. Never mind. Everyone's gray haired.
Wait, no, William's the son of Charles. Charles is the son.
Guys, I once watched a video about the royal family tree. It was 2 hours long, and I still don't get what happened.
William's 40 years old.
No, William. Well, unfortunately, even if King Charles dies upon becoming king, Prince William will be like a 40-year-old.
73.
Oh no.
And if William is to die,
If William dies of a heart attack or sadness of losing his dad,
Catherine, Princess
of Wales, she's also 40. Everyone's old already. I want it to be like King Tut. I want like a 12-year-old to become king. That'll be funny.
I know, right? Like, genuinely, that's what I thought was gonna happen, but then I realized how old these people are.
I see all these little kids running around Buckingham Palace. I'm like, which one of these is supposed to be king or what?
And if Catherine is to die...
We're just basing this on if this person dies, this person goes, and if that person dies, this happens. This is a what if podcast.
Then Prince Harry, Duke of... You can...
Wait, didn't Prince Harry renounce the royal crown?
He's the youngest son.
Yeah, but I think he renounced the crown.
Diana.
Yeah, he's the son of Princess Diana. He's 38.
He's fifth in the line.
Yeah, but I think he renounced the crown or something.
Ay, bebecito, güey.
I think Queen Elizabeth had 12 grandchildren. One of them has to do something.
Wait, I saw a little kid.
Prince George of Wales, who is 9 years old. If somebody else dies and they die and that die,
he's the great grand.
If everyone dies, Prince George of Wales should become king.
Wait.
We're all rooting for you, bro.
Wait a minute, this is horrible. William and Catherine are siblings.
Sure.
But they're the parents of Prince George.
Or they might be cousins. I don't know.
That says parents.
Oh, okay.
No, that's horrible.
This could be all wrong, and you're probably reading another name.
Okay, so if everyone is to die, this little 9-year-old is going to assume the crown.
Let's hope so. Let's hope everybody dies so this 9-year-old can become king of England. Everyone, please
die.
Die. Everyone, just age quickly so this little guy can become king. So London Bridge has fallen. Very sad time. September isn't a really good month. The only good thing about September, though,
is my independence.
No. Splatoon 3 came out, and boy, was that an experience getting Splatoon 3. We went to Walmart as early as I could, at 9, because...
Not that early at all.
And I ran to the Splatoon section, I ran to the Nintendo section, and shut up. I ran to the Nintendo section, and to my surprise, there were no more Splatoon 3 games. I thought there were gonna be some.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You had a plan B, C, and D.
So we had to wait for GameStop to open. and we went there and we ran there as well. And there's already a line, and then I saw people walking out, not only with Splatoon 3, but with PlayStation 5s, which was so sad to see because I've been wanting one for so long that I can't afford it because I literally don't have that much money in my account.
And the day prior, I'm pretty sure it was like the day prior, he had just purchased Michelle.
Yes, Michelle is this brand new little camera that's been used. It's not brand new, but it's new to me.
It's new in
It's
my
a
heart.
Sony CyberShot HXC.
Don't look at me, I have no idea. I call her Michelle.
I have no idea what she is. She's a Sony CyberShot something, but she's just a little pocket camera with a flippy screen that I guess will serve a lot of use for me. It's just a little pocket camera that I can use to film some stuff that I usually wouldn't be able to film. Like when I go to the doctor soon, I can't bring in my big DSLR inside.
Caroline.
I can't bring in Caroline, so I'm gonna sneak in Michelle and just expose my doctor and be like, "You're overcharging me. I didn't ask for this. You're touching me there." When I get my physical, I'm gonna be like, "You're touching me there. I don't want to be touched there. You don't have my consent."
Actually, we're going to a new doctor, so
We're gonna go to a new doctor, so I'm gonna expose this new doctor.
never
And I'm
in
gonna
your
be
life.
like, "There's a camera right there. You've been exposed."
And she'll be like, "This is private property. Give me that camera. We're confiscating it."
And just jump out the window.
There are no windows.
I'm gonna run out.
They lock the doors.
I scream and cry. So back to tragedy. On September 11, I think it was 21 years ago. Yeah, 21 years ago, the World Trade Center was attacked. The Pentagon was attacked, and a lot of people died.
And that one.
And that other plane heading for the White House in Washington fell down, was taken down. Yeah, a very dark day for America. A day that
Actually,
changed the world.
It was the darkest day of America.
Yeah, it was a very unfortunate event that occurred. And none of us were born. I don't know, and none of my friends were born. I don't know anybody. I don't know anyone personally that was born in 2001.
Well, of course we know.
Like friends, I don't know any.
Oh,
Like family, yeah, and everyone's old, but I don't know.
everyone's old.
I don't have any like personal friends that were
Well,
born.
No, your one friend. He's like what? I'm just by looking at him, 68.
What is he doing working?
Okay, no, I need to go down. Ha ha ha.
All my friends were born in like 2002, the earliest.
Really?
Yeah.
You know people from 2000? Oh wait, you were in.
Duh. I was born in 2003. Of course, I'm gonna know people from 2002.
You were born in 2003?
Yes.
I thought it was 4.
Heck no.
Do you remember your own birthday?
I don't know when you were born. 2008, 7.
Guess. Look at me.
You look like a 8-year-old. Weren't you born in 2009?
9?
No?
If I was born in 2009, that would make me 13.
Oh. Oh, 7.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. All your friends are like 16, 15. So if I don't know anything about 9/11, you know less.
I actually know more.
Yeah, right.
Or at least the same base level as you. Because I've seen all the videos that you have seen.
Yeah.
And I've also heard the experience from Mr. Name not included.
Spessner.
How dare you?
His mom was actually in New York in the tower
Yep.
on 9/11.
Yep.
And she barely got out.
Yep.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Wow.
I wish Mr. Spessner was there.
Don't say that. That was the darkest day of America.
I hate the fact that I don't know how it felt. I can watch all the videos I want. I can watch the planes hit. I can watch inside the building, but I'll never be able to feel how it must have felt to just turn on the TV and see that the World Trade Center has been hit by two planes. I'll never get the feeling. I'll never get to experience that feeling. And that really bums me out because I really want to understand, but I can't.
Well, never say never, little Timmy.
Oh my god. Bin Laden Jr. Is it bad that I envy people who were there to witness it? Like, I wish I was in New York.
Well, I feel like you're phrasing it wrong. The way you're phrasing it right now kind of paints you out as, I don't know, a crazy person. But I understand what you want to say. It's like you crave to know the sensation of how it must felt.
Yeah,
to see.
man. I wanted to be there in New York.
Like you want to know
I
the
wanted to be
knowledge.
on the tower.
Oh,
I wanted
okay,
to be at
well,
the top so I can parachute off.
Oh my god.
I've heard the last phone calls people ever had with their loved ones. I can hear them crying and shivering. There's firefighters crying. And a shout out to all the firefighters who gave up their lives to save other people. But just people just crying in the rumble of what was the towers. Just such pain and devastation. And I can't feel a thing. I can feel the sadness, but I can't understand completely. I get the chills watching the videos, but I don't fully get the full feeling, you know?
You lack sympathy.
Oh my god.
Not
Jesus
empathy.
Christ.
You lack empathy.
Is that good or bad?
Bad.
I don't know what empathy is.
That's exactly the problem.
Dang it.
How to paint this out for you?
They didn't teach me this in school, by the way.
Okay, how about Uno?
Oh, Uno's my little bear
Think
that
about
I've had
Uno.
since I was a little kid. I love Uno, yeah.
Now think,
Blows up.
no, think that he's in the tower.
Oh no.
And that
What's he doing there?
he was doing important businesses there.
Oh my god.
He was going to become the most successful lawyer.
Oh no.
And all of a sudden, he's faced with this live or die situation. Like, it's either run or you're going to die. Now imagine in odds of what happened, he isn't able to run.
Oh no.
Like something fell on his legs, he can't run, nobody's helping, he's there.
Okay.
So now that feeling, that dread sets in. You're gonna die. There's no way out of here. There's no other way. There's no Tadashi, okay?
Jeez.
There's nobody's gonna go. Somebody has to help. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
And you're faced with that immortality. Those last few minutes, seconds, hours, whatever it is that you may have that you say, no matter what happens right now, I am going to die.
Oh, that's the same thing that all the people who jumped had to go through.
Yeah.
With it was either get consumed by the flames and smoke, or just jump off.
Exactly.
What would you do?
Honestly, I'd probably jump. Because, like, being burned alive is such a horrific thing. Because you can feel your flesh melting away, your bones burning to ash. You can feel all of it.
Ouch. I don't know if I'm just really dumb or am I really smart. But if I worked in the World Trade Center in such a tall building with a lot of windows, I would have maybe because I'm paranoid already, I would have kept by my desk a little tiny parachute just to jump off. Or do I just sound crazy?
Now, the only thing with that is that if the parachute's flammable...
No. Never mind.
Or if, like, what if you're in midair and then sparks, because it's an explosion and just
or
flames.
what about this one thing I'm thinking about in my head? You know how whenever people are fighting in the movies and they're falling back down to earth from the sky,
Yeah.
They usually like grab each other to see who can like use who can land for on top of who.
Yeah.
What if I do that?
Okay. First of all, you're killing someone else.
Yeah, but they already jumped. Like they jumped down, and then I'm jumping down, and I'm like going fast down, and I catch them, and I just use them, and I just. Guys, I'm really messed up in the head. I'm like thinking of what I would do to survive.
Second of all, well, it's normal actually. It's human nature to want.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of 9/11 killing somebody.
Yeah, but still, even still, like there has to. I believe that there's a lot of people who thought in that moment how to survive, even if it meant someone else dying for their survival. Because it's like, it's a human nature in you to say, I need to live through this. Whatever happens needs to happen for me to live.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why heroes are always panned out as, well, heroes, because they save others in difficult situations when they could save themselves. But anyways, going back to your question about if you could use someone to survive, no. The force of how high you're falling, it would still be like you're hitting the ground.
Oh man.
I like the example of dropping a penny from a New York skyscraper. And when they tested this theory out, they found out that dropping one penny, you know how a penny is. If
Yes.
you drop it from right now, it's a penny. But because they dropped it from such a high velocity, that because it was a skyscraper and it collided to the ground, it was the same force of a gunshot.
So it wouldn't be like it is in my head, like
like in movies?
Like the other person's body wouldn't like splat out, and that would be like, okay, I'd just take like a little hit. I'd be like, oof.
No,
I would also splat.
In essence, you would also splat. But in the best case scenario,
Just break a couple bones.
you'd break your entire bottom half.
What if I use two people?
Still, again, it's like you're using a mattress. It might cushion your fall, but because you're falling from such a high altitude, the altitude of how much you're falling versus the mattress will probably not make a big difference unless it's a really big mattress.
Ah.
So we're talking like 20 people, maybe even 25, just for you to not lose your bottom half.
I'm also thinking about this. This one is a little bit more realistic. What if I like a katana sword?
God.
And I just like put it against the tower and just slid down the whole way.
No.
A powerful katana sword, or just a super cool sword that I can just slide down.
First of all, you'd need to time it so that it perfectly, because if you can't just put a katana sword through some and then drag it down. That's not how that works.
But in the movies, it does.
It's a movie. But, like, also, if you were to jump and then plunge it in, maybe. But even still, you have to have the arm strength for... And, oh no, actually, if you jump off and plunge it in, you might rip off your hand.
Oh, man.
Because of the force, and then you splat, and your arm just is... It's gone.
So, yeah. That's how we would survive 9/11.
Not at all.
We wouldn't survive. Yeah. Very dark day. George Bush was actually here in Sarasota in Booker Elementary.
Give away our location.
I always say we're here in Sarasota. Come find me.
I dare you.
I dare you. So Bush was here giving a lecture, actually. It was really cool how he was here. But there was also a threat because if the terrorists knew the president was here, who knows what they would have done.
And, like, at the time, our father was here, so...
Oh, yeah. My mom was in Mexico still?
Yes.
And Dad was here working at a golf course.
Yes.
And when he heard about 9/11, everybody gathered around the TV, literally stopped working just to, like, see what was going on. I think that's one of the moments where, like, the world almost stopped just to like look and see what was happening.
You know how you want to feel how 9/11 felt with uncertainty?
Sure.
I want to feel the uncertainty of the Cold War when we were like literally a button away, or in that case, like key turn away from
Nuclear Armageddon.
right. Like imagine you're just sitting at home and just like
You're just at school and you're doing a nuclear drill.
right. Like how does that feel?
Like a fire drill.
No, but like it's like burdening because like not burdening, but like you could die at any second.
Yeah.
Like not just you.
Everyone you know and love.
Exactly. And it's like I'd like to know or understand how that felt. It would probably be horrible.
I think YouTube is like the closest thing we have to a time machine right now. We can see events that happened decades ago, and in some cases, centuries ago.
I remember you showed me.
I remember, yeah, a video about Paris in like 1912, right before World War One, and I wanted to cry because I love history. I love how beautiful it looked back then. Just the simple life people lived. It looked so nice. Like everyone's so dressed up. There were still horses.
Fancy.
It was so nice. It looked beautiful. I would give so much just to spend a day in the past in like 1912 in New York during Al Capone's reign, just to see what everybody was doing.
It always intrigues me, all the history. I love knowledge. I love knowing.
Yeah, I'd love to meet Hitler, man.
That's one thing. I love psychology. I love getting into people's brains and seeing how they think. So honestly, I would love to meet Hitler.
Oh my goodness.
Just to see how his brain worked. Like what was going
crazy,
on in
man.
his head.
Well, duh, he was crazy.
But what was the turning point? Clearly it wasn't like
Art school.
it clearly wasn't art school.
So yeah, very tragic day. Rest in peace to everybody who lost their lives, a loved one, a friend, or who was just damaged emotionally and mentally by 9/11. A very dark day. We did come out of it stronger, more united, but I would unfortunately believe we have lost those ideologies that we once had. It's sad that it takes a national tragedy to bring people together when we should be together from the start. But what do I know? I'm just a young and opinionated kid.
A roll credits.
Guys, this podcast is not a happy one at all, because as well, with all these tragedies that go on, a couple of days ago, I think it was, a rapper known as PNB Rock was unfortunately murdered in Los Angeles, California. That one really hit hard because it's one that you don't expect. This guy made a lot of good songs with one of my favorite artists ever, XXX Tentacion. He's an unknown feature in Changes. He did Middle Child, and it's very sad just to see them both gone now. And this guy's one of those guys you wouldn't expect this to happen to, because he wasn't like the complete street rapper like Kodak. He's not like he's not beefing with anybody like Young Boy. He's not doing any of that. And just to see him go is so sad, man. And it looks like LA has just literally become the deaf place for rappers. Deaf is very not nice to people who have a lot. I don't know. It makes me sad because he did have daughters. He did have a family. And it's not. It just sucks to see a good person like go out like that. I didn't have the biggest connection, but I did know PNB Rock is an artist, and I did enjoy some of his music. But I did not shed tears. I was very sad, but I didn't shed tears. I like to point that out because it is very hard for me to shed tears at like death. How about you?
When I heard about his death,
Or any? Have you ever cried hearing somebody's passing away?
that is a hard question that I will leave as an NA.
No answer. Oh, because none of your artists have passed away. This is a very dark place that I don't like to visit, but I will like to share for the podcast that June 18 is one of the worst days ever that I just hate to think about. It's the day where was murdered and passed away. I was playing basketball with my friends. I think I told this story. Um, Playing basketball with my friends, heard about the news, and once we left the court, he was pronounced dead. And the whole car ride back, we were playing his music, and at this time, I had that man mentality, tough cookie mentality. I was sad in the back of the car, but I didn't want to cry in front of my friend. I couldn't do that, and so when we got home, he dropped me off, and the vibes were just so low. I remember getting in the shower, crying a bit, and then I got out, and then I went to bed, and this is the only one of the only first times I've ever cried myself to sleep. I bawled my eyes out. I was just so sad. I was literally in tears. Like I was sniffing. I couldn't believe that life was how it was. It was the worst day, one of the worst days ever. Learning that your favorite artist was murdered. And yeah, the next day it didn't even feel real. And I just still cried. And I think my whole week was ruined.
Was it the next day a Saturday?
Yeah.
Because I remember the next day you told me about it. I remember the morning of, and you told me that an ex had died yesterday, and I was like, oh, that sucks, man. And I remember looking at you, and you were like, and I was like, oh, that really sucks, man.
Yeah, X meant a lot to me. Helped me through some dark times. And yeah, made beautiful music along the way.
Dude, I absolutely loved his voice, his character, everything about him. He really stood out from everyone else.
I liked X because he was real. He was a real person who faced real problems, who lived a real life.
Right, like I just I felt like I'd never heard his genre of music before when you first showed me him. Because his music still tried to remain in that type rap vibe, but at the same time, it was just real lyrics. Just a human.
Yes. And another day when I remember crying, was on December 8, 2019, when I found out late at night, very late at night, that Juice World passed away in Chicago. It was very unfortunate. I literally couldn't believe it. I found someone that could speak for my generation, someone who faced problems like the rest of us, and just to see him lose his battle to his addiction was very sad to see. I remember crying as well, and it was also, I think, on a weekend, and it ruined my whole weekend. I was just so bummed out. I didn't want to believe I was living anymore, because I literally told myself, this is the last person we're gonna see pop off for a while. Nobody else is gonna get to this level for a long time, because X was about to get to that huge level that Juice World was when he passed. And you can make the argument for Pop Smoke, but he was murdered way too young. At 20, when he was just about to get to that level too. But when Juice World died, I was very sad. I couldn't believe life was this cruel. I was just so sad. I couldn't, because he had beautiful music. He had a great voice and a great message. And yeah.
I honestly really love Juice World. I still remember the first time I heard but roses are red. I remember it so well. I Again, he had beautiful lyrics, his beautiful songs. I absolutely loved them. And when I heard he passed, I I'm pretty sure I also shed a few tears. I don't remember it all too well, not like X's. Mostly because I don't remember my reaction to it. But I just remember being really sad.
So yeah, this PNB Rock situation is very sad as well. It's like a lesson to rappers in LA and anywhere really. Just be safe.
One thing I will also say is that I did cry to X's death when you told me that he had left a son. I remember crying to that because I was like, there's a child. There's a little mini X out there somewhere.
Oh yes.
And then his name was Geckom, and I was like, I need to protect you with all that I have. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you live. I just know that you're alive.
Oh yeah, Geckom is X's child. I think he's in kindergarten or preschool right now.
He's so young.
And it's very fun how people like to talk about Geckom and just like they're like, I hope Geckom drops his album soon and stuff like that. But in reality, we all just love Geckom, hope the best for him. And one of the main justifications for like buying any merchandise off of the website of X, you're like, yeah, this is for Geckom's college fund or whatever.
It's for Geckom, will help him out. It's for college, man.
Because if you buy something from the site, you're somehow a little bit helping Geckom out.
I want to buy something now. Can you buy me something just to help Geckom?
Sure, why not?
I was also further interested. Was it Kanye? Kanye, right?
Yes.
It was Kanye.
Tell Geckom Daddy's not gone. How nice and sweet. So yeah, September is not the month for joy or anything, despite what the song says. Hiya, dancing in September.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's how it was back in the old days, but not anymore. It's a very sad month of September. It just sucks. Everything sucks. People have forgotten about Halloween. I already see Christmas decorations. It's such a sad time to be alive right now.
I'm already hearing Carrie's song. Mariah Carey. Jesus Christ, I couldn't remember her first name. I'm already hearing Mariah Carey. It's like, people, we have a Halloween.
Yeah, there's no song for Halloween.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Okay, shut up. No. Okay, so I think we're going to have to bring this sad podcast to an end because nobody wants to see Big Boy Oscar shed tears because no one likes to see my ugly face.
Actually, I will say one more story time. I don't remember what day, I don't remember what night. I just remember that one day you were watching all these great artists that died too young. 27 Club, even even younger than 27 Club. And then you were like, oh, this is so sad. And then you went up to me and you were like, this is so sad. And then you brought me into a hug and I was like, oh my god, he's really sad about this. And I just like tried to comfort you and I was like, it's okay, it's gonna be alright, buddy. It's alright. They have beautiful voices. They do. I know they do. Hear that beautiful voice.
Oh my god. You're lying. You're capping.
No, it's true, man. I didn't know what to do. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be alright, dude. It's gonna be alright.
Was I under the influence of...
Apparently you were under the influence of sadness because you like drunken nothing that day.
Oh, well. Yes. I get emotional about music. I love music. Screw you. So, I think we're gonna have to end this podcast here because no one likes to see my ugly face. It's just like Kim Kardashian's ugly face when she cries.
Oh, do you want me to do the quote of the day or?
So yeah, Carl will sign us off now with the words of wisdom. So here you go, Carl.
I actually have two, so buckle in, boys. Our enemies have made the mistake that America's enemies always make. They saw liberty and thought they saw weakness. President George W. Bush. And the second quote is, even the smallest act of service, the simplest act of kindness, is a way to honor those we lost, a way to reclaim that spirit of unity that followed 9/11. President Barack Obama.
This has been another episode of
Young
and
Opinionated.
Nated. Thanks for listening, everybody. Go buy some merch off the XXXTentacion website. Go help out Geckom and his college fund. Let's help him get to a good school, guys. Donate to the Patreon so Carl can go to college. If you donate $1,001, you will become you will share a dorm room with Carl in college.
How many people are we talking about here?
One lucky person who donates $1,001. Anybody else who donates, sorry, you won't get anything.
What, $1,001 monthly?
Yes.
Oh my god. What, the second they stop, it's like a rent? They just they get kicked out?
Yes, and whoever wins will be your dorm room buddy for college.
Hey, wait, no. I don't agree with this.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.